As I'm done with that video, another internal document was revealed where Microsoft was talking about the next gen hardware, and by 2028 they want to reveal like the next gen apparently or something. We're only 3 years into this generation, and they want to talk about the next gen. Like, sure, that's good that they're talking about it, but for hard, I wonder how usual that is because hardware is constantly changing and always evolving. So why would you worry about the hardware for today when tomorrow we can change? Very strange. I don't understand that. But let's read some of these comments so someone can explain to me. Both in design and running out the gates, to be honest, though I don't think there's going to be a super important gens anymore. The hardware structure will remain similar as they finally caught up with modern PC systems, so games will run on everything. Honestly, I kind of have to agree with that. A lot of PCs now, if you get a 3080, almost you can run any game on it. If you have a 3080, you can run any game on it, no issues, bare none. I think you can run even. I don't even know why I'm even explaining this. You can just play every single game that you want from the new PCs, from new GPUs, because new GPUs like the 40 series don't utilize all of gaming. They don't utilize all of it. And so far, you can't say there's no game that can like handle it. No, there've been plenty, but they just don't have the power to handle it. But does it make sense? I think that makes sense. GPUs have so much power that the games just don't really feel the need to like utilize all of it, and which is good because now we can focus on like smaller details and better things, like instead of graphics, maybe more gameplay features, more gameplay physics. A lot of people just go, man, is the graphics good? No. What about physics? Physics are some of the coolest shit. Shooting a gun and seeing it bounce off walls or shit, mad. Seeing like really not. I mean, RTX is kind of trash in my opinion. It's cool, but it's not really cool. Anyway, moving on. There was a whole other thing like. Oh wait, it's control, right? Like there was a new series X revealed, which was revealed in court documents, and it talks about how it was going to be all digital. And for the longest time, I've been thinking about this. Why isn't there an all digital Xbox Series? It makes absolutely no sense. We have the Series S, we have the Series X, and the Series X is usually disc, but most people don't use discs. As much as I love them, a lot of people don't care for them. And this should have been this thing right here that you're looking at is well leaked, but it should have been there from the very beginning. No issues, no questions. The fact that this came out 3 years later on makes no sense. Because honestly, if I had the choice, I would have a Series X and a Series X digital and get rid of the Series S. The Series S has shown off that it's been quite considerably pointless and just lacking in everything. It just hurts more than it helps. Game developers have to worry about two different revisions of hardware when they can make a PS5 version of the game quite easily. This is why even now, like I'm thinking about it, how are games like GTA going to run on the Series S? I just don't see it. Unless I mean, I do see it because Rockstar has the money and they're going to develop it and they're gonna have to make that money. They want that money, they know there's a huge market, but at the same time, it's like for a lot of smaller developers, this is quite harder. But otherwise, but also it just delays like it delays like dates, right? This is why so much of Microsoft's own team have tough times making games. Hopefully that wasn't called camera because I just farted. I have to cut it out now. But overall, Yeah, man, let's read through it. Earlier today, Microsoft was affected by a massive leak of unrelated documents from the litigation against the FTC, and Phil Spencer himself has taken to X, formerly Twitter, just say Twitter, to provide some clarity. Since then, we have learned that the documents were accidentally sent to the court to be published by someone within Microsoft's organization team itself. The CEO of Microsoft Gaming mentioned that the documents are old and so much has changed since. He's added that Microsoft will share the real plans when they're ready. We've seen the conversations around old emails and documents. It's hard to see our team's work shared in this way because so much has changed and there's so much to be excited about right now. And in the future, we will share the real plans when we are ready. And this, of course, heavily implies that the plans shared today are outdated and should be taken with a grain of salt if it wasn't already clear. However, I disagree with this because, well, sure that you can make plans and changes, but you cannot tell me there was never going to be an original Xbox Series X version being digital. That was always going to be a thing, and we kind of got a leak for the design. I kind of hope this isn't the design, but I kind of like it 50-50. But it looks cool. Honestly, I quite like it. It looks a little small. It looks a little, well, smaller. Obviously, it should be. There's no disk drive. And I don't know, it just looks really sleek. The fact that it's just like, it looks like a spaceship. It looks really weird. It looks like, you know what it reminds me? It looks like a trash can. That's why maybe the design should change a little bit. Oh, it's not, because look, the side. Wow, it really reminds me of the original the PS3 Slim, but even smaller. Look at it. That's kind of mad because the sides have to be like flat for you to lay it down. Interesting, very interesting design, but obviously this is a leak and this could not be the real design. It can always change. I'm sure there was a controller reveal apparently, but I didn't see anything like that. But I'll double check because I know I definitely saw it somewhere. Give me a second. Ah, here it is. How this controller looks weird. Maybe it's just the rendering that looks strange, but wow. Let me see if I can get my Series X controller. Yes, I can. Here's my Series X controller, and whoa, what is that? Something was on it. And what is different? Let's see what we can see that's different. Other than the white being here, it seems like they have rubber grips at the back, rechargeable and swappable batteries. Really cool. I love that. Absolutely love that. Never get rid of that. Hate people that say controllers with, oh, this back part is cheap and it's stupid and it's crap. Mate, my PS5 controller dies. What do? I have to find a charger, plug it in, charge it. Why don't... And people go, oh, that's a bad thing. Why can't Microsoft do that? My brother in Christ, just spend £10, get a bunch of rechargeable batteries and recharge them often, and then basically whenever you need, play, recharge, put them back into the charging port, and then what's the issue? You can play and charge, and you can have it wirelessly all the time, as long as you keep it in moderation, of course, your charges, your battery charging, but you wouldn't need to worry about it often. Good to see that they're still including it. Should be happy about that. New modular thumbsticks, thank you. They should be. I'm hoping they go for more. They go for those like new, those brand new kind of ones. The ones that have like, they don't use the cheap ones, and so that they don't break down easily. I have this Series X controller and it's quite shit. I like it, but for something so premium, well, something I bought back in the day premium, it doesn't feel very good. And if you notice at the back here, the rubber's gone. So I'm reading through it now, just as well, you might be looking at it. I'm really hoping they don't include rubber for this controller. The one thing I really hate about the Series X controller and all these new Microsoft controllers is that they include rubber grips. And so what happens is that these rubber grips eventually go away. Your hands sweat, and in the summer, or in my room really, my room gets incredibly hot. So what happens is that the rubber more or less starts to peel off and expands. And the only way to stop that is by cutting it and then gluing it back on. and now it feels incredibly cheap and horrible. And I hope they stick with this new design, this new feel. I love this, I really do. So seeing this new controller feel looks good, but I'm hoping they don't go for this new rubber features that they've been going for, and they keep it only for those really exclusive controllers. Because at first it seems like a novelty, first it seems like a really cool thing, and then you slowly realize it's a novelty. But otherwise, within the same documentation, we might as well talk about it and saying creating different videos. Microsoft got revealed that a 2 TB version of the hard drive is coming out. Yeah, and it's just like, Microsoft, what happened, bro? Oh, where's Jez Corden? There's all these tabs are open. It's fine. It doesn't matter. You can see what I was doing. Leaked terabytes of his own data via Azure Bridge, drove away Surface hardware leader Panos Pania to Amazon days before a Surface event, leaked the entire Xbox hardware roadmap, Bethesda Games roadmap via FTC portal. What happened during all of this? That's mad. That's actually kind of mad. Oh my god. Oh yeah, might as well talk about it now. Oh, I'll create another video for it. I'll do it now. It'll be cool. Fallout 3 Remaster, Ghostwire Tokyo sequel, Dishonored 3, let's go, boys! Oblivion Remaster, Doom Year Zero appeared on the release schedule list thanks to the FTC's leak. Let's go, boys! We're getting Dishonored 3, let's go! I'm so hyped. Oh man, I'm so happy. I mean, I'm glad that it was shown off in some way, or was talked about in some way, but I kind of wished it was revealed in its own time. But otherwise, this is the maddest leak to have happened in the last couple of years, in my opinion. This is so strange. Like, how did this get out? Who leaked this? Who was like, yeah, let's just do it? Whoever that is, good luck. But other than that, that's it for me. These games were leaked, and I'm really happy about, like, Dishonored and maybe even on Oblivion. I have to try Oblivion, but man, that's so cool. That's so cool. Let's just see the comments for a bit. Yeah, I usually have a spoiler block on because I don't want to see anything but Cloud since I haven't really played it. Oh man, it's mad. I think everyone is happy, bro. Everyone is happy. Can you block? Well, I didn't block this person. I don't remember blocking them. No Titanfall. Yeah, man, it's really cool, and that's a really good plan. That's a really good, like, comment. No Perfect Dark, no Indiana Jones, no nothing. It's kind of weird. These games have been in purgatory hell for the longest time, and I don't understand why they announced those games so early when we see nothing about them. What are they doing? I really don't understand. Microsoft really needs to fix up and get better management, honestly, because this is really bad on this. This just it just makes them look really incompetent. In any case, that is it for me. Take care and see ya.